Yeah, Herb Lavelle. Hmm. All right. So excited. This is 1969. I believe this was the second session. Called the album called Completely Well. And playing with Herb. I mean, Herb and I, like, we just locked. I mean, we could just talk about, he could play one part, I could play another part, and we're locked together. And I could shift time fields, we could shift time fields. I mean, he was right there. And we had a really good partnership. We had an office in the Brill Building together during that time. We were going to a songwriting thing. It didn't pan out, but we were going for it. But needless to say, I mean, the playing on this is just ridiculous because I'm playing at halftime and they copied whoever's playing. I guess that's Joe Harris, Paul Harris, playing the organ, doubling my line. We had a great time, and BB appreciated my work so much he gave me writer's credit on that particular song. And he gave us writer's credit, everybody writer's credit on a lot of the songs that we had done as a group. He was very grateful for the work that we had done to uplift his music. During that run of, we recorded a lot of stuff. We recorded so much stuff, they had like 3 albums worth of stuff, basically. They went on, I think, Indianola, Mississippi Blues. That stuff appeared on that album. And they used the Los Angeles band for the rest of the album, which is a big, they tried to, I don't know why they did. They did what they did, basically. And that was the end of the run with B.B. King. But we remained friends, and after in the 90s, we would get together and hang out when he was in town. But that was a great session. I'm playing halftime, because the tempo is, so I'm basically playing halftime, basically. And Herb goes into this what a ridiculous thing that only Herb Lavelle would do, This made the whole thing work. Really a great thing. Then I go into running full-time, back to halftime, full-time, halftime, which you don't usually hear that much on commercial records, so-called commercial records. So that jazz influence is always, because Jerry Hers was a jazz drummer. He played with all the great jazz big bands. Everybody except Lionel Elvis, everybody except Count Basie and Duke Ellington. He played with all the musicians that were in those bands. We both did. I played in Lionel Hampton's band. That was like the Academy. That was a great experience. But yeah, so excited. That was a great little tune. And it was on the other side of The Thrill Is Gone. So I got paid, for a long time for that. Not until recently, Albert Castiglia. I just did an album with him last year. It was a tribute to George Floyd called Mama, I Love You. That was the first time since B.B. King. I told him, man, you in royalty, this is the first time everybody has done that for me since B.B. King in 1969. So you're talking 31 years, 2023, you're talking with 23 and 31 is what? You do the math, I can't think right now. It's a long time. It's over 50 years. Well, that's why it's funny. That's one of the things that Dwayne and I, we were pissed about. And that's why I stopped doing sessions shortly after that, going down to Muscle Shoals to record. Dwayne and I would go down there, and we came to we both had our eye-to-eye thing at the airport saying, I'm gonna stop doing this kind of stuff. I'm just gonna do record sessions for people I know and films and commercials. And he said, I'm gonna go home and start a band with my brother. So, so that was not common for that to happen. We were frankly pissed about it. And the fact that we contributed so much and weren't getting the recognition for it. We recorded a lot of stuff during that November session. It was released on Indianola, Mississippi Blues on that album, but it was all done in that session, the last session we did in November. And and I can't, it's like, really? Well, that's what they were. And then those days they would always record more stuff and have something in the can for later. That was traditional, that we would do that. They wouldn't release everything. Sometimes they recorded an artist like, I can't remember her name, his name escaped me now. They put her music on the show for years. Beautiful singer. They thought Aretha was leaving the label. Margie Joseph. They recorded her and put her stuff on the show for years. They wouldn't promote it or nothing. And because they figured Aretha was leaving and she was gonna be Aretha's replacement.